So in this week's episode, today it is August 31st. It is the last day in August. We're going into September, to a new month, and it is time for those fall promotions. So today we're going to be talking about marketing for your business, getting ready for the holidays with all the changes, and some ideas for you to innovate and think about in your business. So let's get started with, have you started hopefully you already have your fall and winter plan for marketing in your business. The holidays. I love the holidays. I don't know if you guys know, but my favorite holiday of all times is between, actually, I think it's probably like all three of them, is Christmas, Halloween, and Thanksgiving. I just love the fall. I love the holidays. But I'm not going to lie, it is a lot of work. This is the one time of the year where I love to bake. This is the one time of the year where I will make appetizers. And this is probably one time of the year which, on top of your business, you're doing other things outside of that scope that you do during this time to make it a nice special time for your family. And although I only have my one biological sister in my life, it's still a very special time, and I love making it extra special, and it can get a little chaotic. So knowing that and being part of the beauty industry, how can you make it a time of more relaxation and more special, tender care and love for each of your clients without taking additional time and making more income in your business is the real question. So let's go over three things. Number one, I want you to look at your numbers, okay? I love looking at numbers. It's the best meter to see what you should be doing next. So look at your numbers. What is your highest and most requested service in your business, okay? Because sometimes we think it's something and it's not. So look at the numbers, see which is the most requested. What is a little add-on that you can add for like $10 more? Or $20 more to that service. I started with $10 because for some reason we can do $9.97 as a psychology of pricing, which we're not going to get into today. But if you had an add-on for $9.97, which was an additional mask at the shampoo bowl, because how many times do we not have to go in the back and mix color or mix a toner if you tone somebody at the bowl? Meanwhile, you could have a mask, a nice relaxing mask, a pumpkin, or like a fall themed mask on their hair while you're going to your color room and mixing your color, or while you're doing some other process. This is a trick that I'm going to share with you guys that I used to do in the salon. So I did an add-on mask, and it was an actual higher end mask. It wasn't just a conditioner that we use. But to make it the experience even more relaxed and enjoyable and special, I would use a diffuser on my blow dryer, and I would diffuse a little bit of heat into the hair. It didn't take that long, it's a couple of seconds, just really to infuse into the hair. Make sure that it lifts up a little bit the hair cuticle so the mask can really get into the hair. And then I would turn off my diffuser and allow it to cool down so the product can really get into the hair shaft. Why am I sharing all this technical stuff? Because my clients loved it. They loved it. 8 out of 10 times they would do the add-on. So think about ways like that. That's not something that took a lot of extra time off me. I needed this mask to sit anyways. I always love having masks, especially if they're a blonding service. So just think of different ways that you can innovate and add something special to their experience. Another thing, number 2, is if you cannot afford to have extra time, somebody in your chair or in the shampoo bowl, think of ways to enhance the experience that has nothing to do with an additional monetarily or product add-on. What do I mean by that? Shout out to Sadie for this. She's the one who taught me. I saw her do this. She taught me this, and I did it with everything. So when she would balayage, she used these beautiful like ceramic bowls, okay? So what I started doing is I would go to Michael's, buy ceramic bowls, but I would buy the smaller ones for my mask treatment. So there's beautiful ceramic bowls with flowers or this burnt orange colors, these beautiful bowls, okay? And I would use that with a little hairbrush to apply it at the shampoo bowl. And it just made it extra special. Maybe if I had some color, I would use darker color ceramic bowls, and it would just enhance the experience even more, because rather than just having like a crappy plastic ugly container, they have this a beautiful ceramic thing that's going into their hairs, enhancing their experience. Okay. And lastly, number 3, in regards to this, think about little ways that you can help your clients relax with aromatherapy. So this is one of my biggest things that I love to do. It's just who I am. I am really into scent, okay? If you want to sell me something, it better smell good. Or it better taste delicious, like one of the two. So it's just how I am. It's a lot of my scents is a big factor in how I spend my money. I really like value in things. I prefer quality over quantity in things. I am the type of shopper or spender that will spend any amount of money that I feel is a great value, quality driven decision in the long run. That's just how I am as a consumer. But you have to look at not yourself, but at the consumers that are coming into your business. Use aromatherapy. It can be simple as there's now like hair perfumes that you can utilize and can spray at them at the end of the service, have them close their eyes, do their little like ritual with your client, each of them to end their day, to let them go off. They'll feel refreshed, lighter, and brighter. So there's a little things that you guys can do. And just start thinking of different ways and things that you can add on. I love, for example, September, there's fall, so pumpkin or spice. November is Thanksgiving. I call it Friendsgiving, so ways to be grateful for and apply gratitude in your business. And for me personally, whether you know whatever religion or whatever holiday you celebrate, I love Christmas, so gift giving during Christmas time was a really special addition that I added on my business. A little thing goes a long way. So I hope that you have all of your things set. You're ready for your fall promotions. Tomorrow is September 1st. Let's do this. Let's generate income and generate a better experience for our clients inside our business. So much love. See you next time.